Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Excellency Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Allah SHMM, Honorable Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahabi AMAG as Rector of General Hasan Islamic University, and unforgettable Miss Radatul Islam as a lecturer of this class. Before let me introduce myself, my name is Putra Livia. This video I'm going to complete my middle task that explain about English language teaching or ELT. ELT or English language teaching refers to the activity and industry of teaching English to speakers whose first language is not English of other languages. It stands for English language teaching. ELT divided into three parts: EMT, EFL, and ESL. And I will start from EMT. EMT or English as a mother tongue refers to the first language learned at home in childhood and still understood by the person at the time the data was collected. If the person no longer understands the first language learned, the mother tongue is the second language learned. The second, English as a foreign language or EFL, is the term used to describe the study of English by native speakers in countries where English is not the dominant language. The third, English as a second language or ESL, which is the practice of learning English in a predominantly English-speaking country. Of course, the two are different. If EFL is applied in countries where English is not spoken, and ESL is applied in countries where English is spoken. EFL divided into two parts, GA and ESP. The first, GA, or General English, also known as Everyday English or Conversational English, is the form of the language used for general communication in daily life. It encompasses all the language skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. The second is ESP or English for Specific Purposes. ESP is a subset of English as a second or foreign language. It usually refers to teaching the English language to university students or people already in employment, with the refers to the particular vocabulary and skill they need. ESP divided into two parts, EAP and EOP. English for academic purposes or EAP, commonly known as academic English, entails training students, usually in a higher education setting, to use language appropriately for study and research. EAP divided into four parts. The first, English for Science and Technology, or EST, refers to English used in scientific publication, paper, textbook, technical report, and academic lecture. It used to describe the physical and natural phenomena, their process, properties, characteristic, laws, and application in productive activities. The second is English for Business and Economic. Business economic is a field of applied economic that studies the financial, organizational, market-related, and environmental issues faced by corporations. Business economic encompasses subjects such as the concept of scarcity, production factor, distribution, and consumption. It provides carefully graphic practice and progression in the key academic skills that all students need, such as listening lecture and speaking in seminar. The third, English for medical purposes or EMP. EMP is specialist branch for English language education that focus on developing language skills specific to medical setting. Example like nurse, GP, dentist. Focus on them and topic specific to the medical field. Focus on restrict range of skills which may be required by the medical learner. As I said before, ESP divided into two parts, and I have discussed the first part. Then the second part is EOP, English for Occupational Purposes. Is an area of study suitable for people who need English for their job. EOP courses help learners develop vocabulary and communication skills necessary for specific jobs or work tasks. EOP divided into two parts, The first, English for Professional Purposes, or EPP program, is to provide students with effective skills and strategies for the accurate and confident use of English in the professional context in which one work in intend to work. The second, EVP, English for Vocational Purposes, provides a linguistic description of English in the context of the trade and investigate how this specialist language is used in a real world context. The purpose of vocational training is to give students the skills and hands-on experience needed to work in a specific job.